Got my Sigma Beta Tau shirt on. International English Honor Society shirt on. Getting ready to go to Rosemont to find out which group of people will be racist to me this year. I can't say which group of people will be the most racist to me this year. No, I mean, for a while it was the Latinos. They were hitting it out of the park. The Latinos were hitting it out of the park with being racist against me. The people that like work in restaurants and shit. Man, like, oh, you gonna bring the Asian dudes. We had 2 Asian dudes. We had a Chinese guy, a Korean guy, and everybody, a half Mexican guy and a bunch of white people. And I'm the only one that didn't get to drink at dinner. I told my mom about that. And she's like, oh yeah, that was blatantly racist. Like the black guy, he doesn't need a drink. He doesn't need a drink. Just give him his tacos or whatever fuck we were eating. We got to go to goddamn Mexican restaurant every time we meet up in a group. Who fuck's idea was that? But anyway, that's another thing. That's private. That's the Art Jam people. I hang out with the Art Jam people that we used to have a meeting every month, the Art Jam. We get to the con and we all go out to dinner. 8 to 10 of us or 12 or whatever the fuck it is. We always got to go to a Mexican restaurant. But that's not what I'm. What I'm looking at now is like. I'm in grad school. I'm getting a master's degree. So if I'm getting a master's degree, why do I need to prove myself to rando people at a hotel? People in the elevator and shit. Like this one girl, it comes back to me. That was it last year? Last year, year before last. I'm in the elevator. There's some otaku in the elevator. This girl's got the basketball jersey on. I think the comic book was the manga was Slam Dunk. And I said, oh, what's that for? Or what's that from? And she said, oh, it's Anime Central. It's a anime convention. I'm like, now I got my Avengers, X-Men, Spider-Man jacket on. This bitch explained to me what the fuck Anime Central was. I could have said, bitch, I was going to Anime Central back when it was in the Hyatt. In the hallway. The artist alley to Anime Central was in the hallway of the Hyatt. The dealer's room was over there where they have like central programming and shit, where they had a rave. One of my friends worked on was ASIN staff. And she was one of the people who suggested that they put it in the convention center. But it's like, you're white and you're young and I'm older than you and you assume that I'm not here for the convention. I have a jacket, custom jacket on Avengers, X-Men, Spider-Man, and I'm not here for the convention? That's not mansplaining because she was a female talking to me. That's white-splaining, I guess. Y'all act like y'all know more than every goddamn body. No one else can know anything because you know it. No one else can know anything when you know something. Motherfucker, if you come to me for a job, guess what? That was what I was thinking about next. Do not code switch. I think that's what they call it, code switch. When I remember I was living in Calumet City and I went to Dalton to a video store. And there was a Polish guy that owned that particular video store. And he was talking about the black guy that fixed the VCRs or something. And he talking about him coming in whenever he wanted to, on days whenever he wanted to. Yeah, he's gotten a bit uppity lately. And I'm like, we are in basically northern Illinois. Calumet City is a south suburb of Chicago, and this motherfucker uses the word uppity? Uppity? What year is it? That's the problem. I'm not going to say white people, because I'm sure other people do it too. But it's like, when people who are not black, they talk to black people, they act like they're doing us a favor. Like, let me translate this to basic That ain't even urban dialect or whatever. That's not colloquial. Wait. Uppity is not colloquial. Uppity is not colloquial speech for Northern Illinois. Uppity is like, I'm gonna have to Google that shit and let AI tell me what it is. But I know for a fact, without Googling it, uppity is like not even a current word. I don't even consider it a word. I'm an English major. Let me tell you something. I see people getting degrees in, what is it? Not ebonics, because they threw that word out. They don't use that word anymore because it became a negative connotation. They have like you can get a degree in some kind of black dialect or some bullshit. And I'm gonna call it bullshit because if I use a word improperly, people are gonna hold it against me. Oh, well, this is a new black dialect word. My thing is, if the people who had their meetings to decide which new words go in the dictionary, if it's not in the dictionary, then I ain't fucking with it. I said ain't. Ain't's been around a long time. I say ain't and I say y'all. Prince used to say y'all all the time. Nobody had a problem with it. And I say ain't. Now ain't is casual. That's informal speech. But when you're talking to me and you're not black, I don't need you to change your words around like I'm not gonna understand the word that you use. You're gonna use the word uppity. Nobody uses that fucking word except assholes. I'm sorry. It's like only a southern asshole would use the word uppity. Oh, he's acting uppity. Now I know people say, oh, there are black people. Let me tell you something. Sam Wilson wouldn't use the word uppity. Nick Fury wouldn't use the word uppity. Cyborg's father over in the DCU working at Star Labs, he wouldn't use the word uppity. So stop using stupid words when you speak to me. I am in the International English Honor Society. Just speak normal, motherfucker. If you can't, I forgot what it is. If you can't sound intelligent, then don't speak to me at all. Right. If you can't speak to me in a way that makes you sound intelligent, because by you, when you speak to people and you speak to them in a way that you're saying that you think they're not intelligent, you're making yourself seem unintelligent, really. You're making yourself sound like an asshole. There's no other way to say it. You sound like an asshole. You want to talk down to everybody and talk to people like nobody knows anything. It's like, motherfucker, I know Triangle Man. Triangle Man. Universe Man. Got his head in frying pan. Or whatever. They triangle fights. No. They get in a fight. Triangle wins. Triangle Man. Motherfucker, don't be trying to tell me who the fuck Triangle Man is. I got that. I've had that They Might Be Giant CD in my car for the longest. Don't tell me anything cultural. I created the Excellence. They were a team of predominantly white mutant superheroes, and all their names were from, rock music, pop culture, gnarly dude, and awesome man, and excellent man, and bimbo, and don't be fucking trying to tell me anything, motherfucker. Don't try to explain anything to me. I am 50 years old. I grew up with Star Wars and G.I. Joe and Transformers and all that shit. Do not try to explain anything to me. You, for instance, just like word of warning, like if you were applying for a job and you're not black and you're the person you're applying for the job from is black, and you start code switching trying to like talk with rap slang. And a lot of black, I noticed something when I worked in Gary. A lot of older black people, they don't fuck with rap music at all. They hate, a lot of older black people, they fucking hate rap music. In my generation from the 80s, we grew up with it, but like people, I'm from the 80s, but the people from the 70s and the 60s, black people, they fucking hate rap music. So if you came to apply for a job and your boss is going to be like in their 60s or 70s and you start throwing current rap lyric references at them, they gonna look at you like, okay, we ain't hiring this silly motherfucker, this silly racist motherfucker. You gotta really see. I think about it all the time because I write screenplays. So you can write, well, you can write, okay, the character has to say, I'm going to the car. Somebody's gonna say, I'm about to get in the whip. I'm about to get in the ride. I'm about to get in my hoopty. I'm about to get in the coche. I'm about to, my coche. I'm about to, I'm finna, yeah, I'm finna do this or whatever. I'm finna get in the car. Okay, I just said 5 different characters right there. I'm finna get in the car. I'm about to get in the whip. I'm about to get in the ride. I'm about to get in my coche. I'm about to get in the hoopty. That's 5 characters right there saying the same thing. As a screenwriter, you have to know that. Because just on paper, you can't see. You can't see. Well, I guess you can see that it says Captain America on the screenplay. But I'm just giving you an example. Let's say that it didn't say Captain America on the screen. Okay, like somebody's writing prose and they're writing. Some people, when they write prose, they don't put the person's name. They don't say so and so said. Right. They don't say Greg said this. They'll just put the dialogue. And then they go to the next person's dialogue. And they go to the next person's dialogue. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you write like that. But in one of my classes, I saw that shit. Instead of saying Greg said this or so and so stated. If you know what you're doing. If the dialogue is consistent, you don't have to put the name. You don't have to put the character's name. If the dialogue is consistent, you could, just like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is talking to Fat Albert. Doctor Strange and Fat Albert are talking in your screenplay. Do you really need to put Doctor Strange in bold and say what he says, type what he says, and then Fat Albert in bold and say what? Well, you could start off like that. You could say Doctor Strange and then his dialogue, Fat Albert and then his dialogue. Without their fucking names there, you know what the hell Doctor Strange sound like? You know what he sounds like. You don't have to put the name of the character, so that's what I'm talking about. You know the character by the way they speak. Okay, this person is a doctor, or this person is a fisherman, or this dude is Shipwreck from G.I. Joe. Shipwreck from G.I. Joe speaks differently than Snake Eyes. He speaks differently than Snake Eyes. People that know G.I. Joe, they know what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm saying, though. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is know your character's voice and write it accordingly. But yeah, I mean, people, they're not doing things the right way with me. But I'm a work on that. I'm gonna work on how to deal with that. How to get those people out of my life. I'm gonna get the losers out of my life within the next shit. It's gonna be the next 2 years, really. All the losers who are in my life right now, their ass is gone in 2 years. You look around. When I was at Hampton University, they said, look to your left and look to your right. The students sitting on either side of you, they're going to be gone in 4 years. I was out that motherfucker in 1. Look to your left. Look to your right. The companies, it's not funny. But I'm just saying, it's funny when you think about it, because we told people not to do what they did, and they did it anyway. Now they FAFO, but look to your left and look to your right. The losers that are around you, if you doing what you supposed to be doing, their ass is gonna be up. They gonna be up a creek. They gonna be gone.